Good morning. It's the Call Flow Radio Show, and you're on the air.
Well, you can be if you give us a call here at 434-394-0924. That's the number to call for the Call Flow Radio Show. Good morning. I'm Chris Wood. And joining me in the studio is John Staten. Good morning, John.
Good morning, Chris.
Well, it's Friday, January 3rd already.
Mm-hmm.
How's your week gone?
Quick.
Yeah, it seems to do that these days, doesn't it?
Well,
we have open mic day today. Like I said, it is Friday.
Mm-hmm.
It came pretty quickly, but being like everybody, most everybody was off on Wednesday, so it's one of those weeks that you can really get mixed up.
Yeah.
You don't tell yourself, wake up, this is Friday, right? Okay. Anyway, we have some interesting events in what happened on this date. In 2004, NASA's Mars exploration rover Spirit landed on Mars to study the chemical and physical composition of the planet's surface. And I guess we now know that there used to be water there on Mars.
Oh.
2001, Hillary Clinton was sworn in as a U.S. Senator from New York, having become the first lady in the U.S. history to win an elective office.
Okay.
The rest of that is history. 1990, after undergoing 10 days of psychological warfare, which included U.S. forces blasting rock music at the Vatican Embassy, where he had sought refuge, Panamanian military leader Manuel Noriega surrendered to the United States. I guess he didn't like that rock music much.
Guess not.
Kind of drove him nuts. 1977, Apple was incorporated by Steve Jobs and Steve Wozniak, and it later became one of the most valuable companies in the world, known for innovative computer and electronic products. That was in 1977. Mm-hmm. 1962, Pope John the 23rd excommunicated Fidel Castro, who had transformed Cuba into a communist state. At the time, the Roman Catholic Church opposed communism. Let's see, 1959, Alaska became the 49th U.S. state. 1939, Canadian professional ice hockey player Bobby Hull, the Golden Jet, was born.
All right.
In 1938, U.S. President Franklin D. Roosevelt established the National Foundation of Infantile Paralysis, later called March of Dimes, to find a cure for polio, a disease he had been stricken with in 1921. In 1929, Italian motion picture director Sergio Leone, known primarily for his popularization of the spaghetti western, was born. And I guess he and Clint Eastwood.
Yeah, me. Yeah. The mule doesn't get it. Yeah.
In 1892, English author and scholar J.R.R. Tolkien, who was perhaps best known for his richly invented epic fantasy, The Lord of the Rings, was born in South Africa. He had to have had quite an imagination, I'll tell you that. Mm-hmm. 1883, Clement Attlee, British Labour Party leader and Prime Minister, was born. In 1793, American reformer Lucretia Mott, and she looks like a Lucretia Mott. I hate to say it, but she does. Who, with Elizabeth Cady Stanton, founded the women's rights movement in the United States, and she was born on that date. And we'll do one more here. Go back to 1777. The Battle of Princeton, New Jersey, was fought during the American Revolution. The clash along the Battle of Trenton marked the first victory for the Revolutionary War General George Washington in the open field. Mm-hmm. So there you go. That's it. That's all of that.
All right.
That's all of that. So what kind of oddities do we have here?
Well, I wasn't going to look at oddities right at first. I was looking at the Farmville Now and mentioning maybe some things that are happening.
Definitely.
Yeah, so let's promote some of these things.
Mm-hmm.
All right, so Bad Kitty does not like art museums. This is a art exhibit of that's going to be at the Longwood Center for the Visual Arts starts today, Friday, January 3rd, from 11 a.m. this morning till 5 p.m.
Mm-hmm.
And then your additional dates, Saturday the 4th, and that's 11 a.m. to 5 p.m. Sunday the 5th, that's 1 p.m. to 5 p.m. And then Tuesday the 7th, January 7th, 11 a.m. to 5 p.m. Again, this is the Longwood Center for the Visual Arts, and their location is 129 North Main Street in Farmville. And it's free.
Bad Kitty.
Bad Kitty does not like art. It highlights the work of art from author and illustrator Nick Brule. I'm assuming is how you say his name. For over 20 years, his stories have connected with children and adults alike. His whimsical narratives teach valuable life lessons through humor and the curious Bad Kitty. I am aware of the character Bad Kitty, but I've never read any of it.
That should be very interesting.
I would think so.
Yeah.
So there you go.
Okay.
Though she wasn't always a bad cat, she just didn't want to eat asparagus, horseradish, spinach, or zucchini.
Speaking of that, Iggy, I fixed asparagus last night. She loves them.
She does?
Mm-hmm.
Interesting.
Yeah.
So what made you tempt you to think maybe she would like it? To get
She likes anything.
Not picky.
She's not picky, Iggy.
Yeah, okay.
No.
Picky Iggy. No.
Yeah.
That's funny. Let's see. We'll do another one here, I guess. LCVA of Time and the Town. This is also today, Friday the 3rd, January 3rd, 11 a.m. to 5 p.m. Your additional dates, I'll give you. This is also the Longwood Center for the Visual Arts. Same location. And the dates for that other than today from 11 to 5 is Saturday the 4th, 11 to 5, 11 a.m. to 5 p.m. Then Sunday the 5th, 1 p.m. to 5 p.m. And then Tuesday, January 7th, 11 a.m. to 5 p.m. Of Time in the Town from filmmaker David Ellsworth. It depicts 20 years of changes and constants in the built environment of Farmville and the rural areas surrounding it.
That's also very interesting.
So the film's Super 8 film images bear witness to how everyday locales provided markers of the town's social evolution. A young couple labors to renovate an abandoned 19th century school and make it their home, while the town's previously shuttered all-black high school finds new life as a civil rights museum.
Okay.
So there you go.
That'd be the Moat Museum, probably. Yeah. Okay.
So there you go. That's just a couple of events there to mention. Programming note.
Oh, yes.
Need to mention this off and on. Mm-hmm. And we've got promos now of Ron Moody talking about this. So Rock and Soul now is no longer on Saturday.
Okay.
At 12. Now it's back to where it was
originally.
Back in the day, yeah. Fridays, so today, 3 to 5.
3 to 5.
3 to 5. So now that means the Friday party now gets shaved an hour, and I'm back to where I was back in the day, and that's at 5 to 6. So, and then as far as beach goes, beach is still on Saturday, but it's back about an hour. Now it's like 5 to 7.
Okay, but it was before.
Right. So everything's sort of back to the way it was.
Right.
We've gone back to the future, if you want, or whatever you want to call it.
We've gone. I'm
just back from the past. Whatever.
I'm just from the present.
Whatever. So one more time. So Rock and Soul today, Fridays now 3 to 5.
3 to 5. Okay.
Friday parties 5 to 6.
Right. Saturday.
And then Saturday the beach show is 5 to 7.
5 to 7. Okay.
There you go.
That's for
there's your
all
programming
of
note.
Yeah, for all of you. I know one of our callers is a big fan. Of Ron Moody and all. Okay. It was one of many.
Oh yeah,
I'm sure, but he'll be interested in those changes.
And we have, like I said, we have promos of Ron with his updated times and day and all that good stuff. So just listen out for those. And like I said, I'll make mention whenever I'm on today, and we'll try to get the word out.
Right.
People will get used to it eventually, I assume.
And Longwood Center for the Visual Arts is located, it's very easy to find. It's on the corner of Main Street and West 3rd Street.
Yep.
So it's right down the block from the radio station, actually. All right. So, what What's going on as far as
Oddities.
oddities or entertainment?
Newborn right whale calves make rare visit to Florida coast. And there's a little picture there.
Oh, yeah. Cute.
And let's see. Wildlife officials in Florida said a group of endangered right whales made a rare appearance off the coast of, is it Point Vedra Beach? I don't know. Ponte? Is that Pointa? What is that?
I wouldn't know.
I don't know. And they include 2 new calves. And so I can click on the story and get a little bit more. Let's see. So the Florida Fish and Wildlife Conservation Commission's Fish and Wildlife Research Institute said 2 females named Caterpillar and Blackheart were spotted near Iguana Tolomato Montana Arriba. I didn't know I was going to be, what's his name from Fantasy Island? Ricardo Montalban this morning.
The plane.
Smilers, everyone, smilers. Each whale was accompanied by a newborn calf. Researchers said both whale moms are 20 years old. Caterpillar is a first-time mother, while Blackheart had 1 calf previously.
All right.
So right whales have been sighted all along the eastern seaboard in recent weeks, according to researchers.
Wonder why. Climate change? Well, we'll blame it all on climate change.
That or low visibility and windy conditions can hamper research efforts locally, sometimes for extended. So it's not really listing as to why they're seeing more. But yeah, anything's possible, I guess.
Yeah. Some sad news here. Wayne Osmond,
Yes.
a singer, guitarist, and founding member of the million-selling family act The Osmonds, who were known for such 1970s teen hits as One Bad Apple, Yo-Yo, and Down by the Lazy River. He has died, and he was 73 years old. Sibling Merrill Osmond posted on his Facebook page that Wayne died this week at a Salt Lake City hospital after suffering a massive stroke. Never known a man that had more humility, a man with absolutely no guile, Merrill wrote, an individual that was quick to forgive and had the ability to show unconditional love to everyone he ever met. Now, Wayne Osmond was the 4th oldest of 9 children, raised in a Mormon household in Ogden, Utah, and the 2nd oldest among the musical performers. The siblings' career began in the 1950s when Wayne, Alan, Merrill, and Jay sang as a barbershop quartet. Their popularity grew in the 1960s after being supported by singer Andy Williams, and they peaked as a quintet in the early 1970s with younger brother Donny Osmond, the breakout star.
Right.
One Bad Apple and other songs were often compared to the music of the Osmonds' contemporaries, the Jackson 5.
Yeah.
And Donny was positioned as the white counterpart to the Jacksons' lead singer, Michael Jackson. That's interesting.
Yeah, because they do have a song that I heard us play just not too long ago.
I think I love you.
And no, that's a Partridge Family.
Partridge Family. Oh, okay.
But but it sounds a lot like it's the Osmonds, but it sounds a lot like the Jackson 5.
Oh, okay. All right.
And Donnie, I guess, is sounding a lot like Michael Jackson, hitting kind of high notes and stuff like that.
Well, the Osmonds' popularity faded by the mid-1970s, although Donnie and Marie Osmond both enjoyed successful careers as solo performers and as a brother-sister duo. In the 1980s, Wayne Osmond regrouped with Alan, Merrill, and Jay. Let's see. As a country act.
Right.
And they had a handful of hits, including, I think, About Your Lovin'.
Because Marie ended up going country, I think, at
Yes,
some
she
point.
did.
And Donnie had a hit in the 80s, Soldier of Love.
Yes, I remember that.
And the funny thing about that, I saw him interviewed at one point. And because of the, how do I put this, perception of them, as a family, doing the entertainment thing back in the 70s, there was sort of a stigma about him or the Osmonds in general by the 80s. So he almost wanted the radio stations not to mention who was doing the song because he was afraid that would hinder the success of the song. But the song took off anyway.
Yeah.
But anyway, I just thought that was interesting that he even thought, maybe you shouldn't put my name out there.
Oh, dear. Well, by the mid-1990s, Wayne was diagnosed with a brain tumor and lost much of his hearing from the surgery and treatment.
Wow.
A stroke in 2012 left him unable to play the guitar. I've had a wonderful life, and, being able to hear is not all that it's cracked up to be. It really isn't, he told the Deseret News in 2018. My favorite thing now is to take care of my yard. I'm turning my hearing aids off, deaf as a doorknob, tune everything out. It's really joyful. Wayne Osmond married Caitlin White in 1974, and they have 5 children. Mm-hmm. So, well, the story has been updated to correct that Wayne Osmond was the 4th oldest sibling, not the 2nd. So, anyway, we lost one of the Osmond brothers. Mm-hmm. Anyway, so what else is going on?
Virginia Zoo seeks a name for newborn pygmy hippo. Now, this was back in December 31st, so they may have, I'm sure, have a name by now. But I thought it was interesting that this was a local story in the UPI. Local in the sense that it's us here in Virginia. Let's see what it says here. The Metro Richmond Zoo in Virginia is asking for the public's help to choose a name for its newborn pygmy hippo. I'm sure that this has been named by now. It's a female baby born on December 9th to parents Iris and Corwin, and is currently in an off-exhibit area with her mother to give the pair time to bond before going on public display. The zoo is asking members of the public to cast votes. I am sure that by now they have already gotten a name for this pygmy hippo, but I just thought it was interesting that it was a Richmond-based kind of Virginia story here in the UPI.
Yeah.
So I thought that was kind of interesting.
Mm-hmm.
Let's see. Hold the bacon. Loose pig rounded up at Tennessee Wendy's. Let's see. There's a little picture there.
Oh, yeah.
Let's see. What's going on here? So police in Tennessee responded to a Wendy's parking lot to round up a different sort of baconator, a large pig. Mm-hmm. And the Knoxville Police Department said on social media that officers were called to the Wendy's on North Broadway in Knoxville on a report of an apparently escaped pig. They arrived to find the animal running loose through the parking lot. Animal services officers with Young Williams Animal Control took control of the pig after it was captured, police said. There was no information released on where the pig came from or how it managed to escape. We can name that one Houdini, I guess.
Yeah.
But anyway. So that's just some oddities here.
Mm-hmm. Well, I want to talk about movies. Kraven the Hunter, which is on now, had one of the worst openings for a Marvel-adjacent property.
Yeah.
Estimates show.
And I can give you maybe an educated guess as to why. I'm going to go.
Okay.
I'm going to go geek on you here a bit.
Okay.
Being in comic books like I used to be when I was younger, Kraven the Hunter is a villain of Spider-Man and not one of the top-tier villains.
Right.
I always liked the character, but
he's not very well known.
He's not the Green Goblin. He's not, one of Spider-Man's bigger villains. So when you release a movie based on a villain that's not one of the main villains, and it's the villain only, Spider-Man's not in it. They did that with Venom and got away with it. Same premise, Spider-Man villain, but no Spider-Man. I think they do that because they're trying to, they'll come to see this. We don't have to put all our eggs in one basket and have the villain fight the hero, and we can save that for later. No. I know you want to bleed people dry of money, but if they're not going to come to these movies because you don't have the antagonist and the hero going at it, I don't get what they're thinking of. People will just come to watch this one. First of all, you got to have people that are a fan of it enough to where they would want to see that. And I'm sort of a fan, but even I'm not interested in going to see something where he's not going to face Spider. I haven't read comics in a long time, but I read enough to know who that character is, and him on his own. I don't know what's so interesting about that.
What's this Marvel adjacent property? What is that all about?
Marvel adjacent.
Marvel adjacent property.
Is it because it's being released under a different movie production? Is it Sony or something like that?
I don't know.
Well, I know this, especially when it comes to Spider-Man himself.
It's basically a spin-off from the Spider-Man
kind of.
movie.
I mean, he's from that universe. My knowledge of the movies is getting less and less because I don't go much anymore. But from what I understand, back in the day when these characters were sort of on the market, Marvel, the company that owns all these characters, they didn't have the movie production thing that they've got now where they release the Avengers and all these other movies. And so back in the day, I'm going as far back as 70s even, with the Incredible Hulk TV show and stuff like that. Other production companies, because Marvel allowed it and sold the rights to these other companies for releasing them in movies, television, and all this other stuff. Well, Sony, if I remember right, Sony owns Spider-Man, so Marvel had to make deals with another company to have their own character in because they had sold the rights off years ago.
Wow.
And so it's sort of like the Batman TV show. That took forever to finally come out on DVD for people to actually own it. You could catch it on TV whenever they would show it. But the same premise. Warner Brothers owns DC Comics. That's like Superman, Batman, blah, blah, blah. And I don't want to bore people to death, but the gist of it is when that Batman TV show came on, it was another production company. I think it may have been 20th Century Fox. I'm not exactly sure. But it was something like that. So it took forever for DC and 20th Century Fox to come to an agreement to let's just release this. They finally did, but it took a long time. I don't know. It's stuff like that going on. But.
Yeah, well, the movie starring Aaron Taylor Johnson earned only $11 million, according to studio estimates, making one of the worst openings for a Marvel-adjacent property. Its box office take was even less than the film Madam Web.
Wow. Yeah.
The weekends, we're talking about the middle of December here.
Right.
The weekend's other major studio release was Warner Brothers' animated The Lord of the Rings, The War of Rohan, and it made $4.6 million, and they made it for about $30 million. The movie is set 183 years before the events of the Lord of the Rings films and was fast-tracked to ensure New Line Cinema did not lose the rights to Tolkien's novels. Peter Jackson, Fran Walsh, and Philippa Bowens have been working on future live-action films for the franchise. I did see that. And it was animated, of course, but it was good. I enjoyed it.
You did?
Yes, I did.
Okay.
Meanwhile, the top of the charts, again, belonged to Moana 2 and Wicked. Moana added $26.6 million to its total. Let's see, Wicked is in its fourth weekend, brought in another $22.5 million to take second place. I haven't seen it yet. Gladiator 2 also made $7.8 million, being its domestic total of $145.9 million in about 4 weeks. I did see Gladiator 2, and that was good as well. But anyway.
Do you remember the first one that had Russell Crowe in it?
Yes.
Yeah. I saw that one.
Yeah.
Years ago.
Yeah. Those are kind of fun, a little gory, but fun.
Yeah.
All right. We talked ourselves down to the bottom of the hour, believe it or not.
Cool.
We've got our weather forecast coming up. It is 8:31, and this edition of Your Weather is brought to you by the Bank of Charlotte County.
Hello, I'm Stuart Wilborn, manager of the Bank of Charlotte County Loan Office in downtown Farmville. With over 30 years of banking experience, I'm here to help you finance your commercial, agricultural, or personal project. Give us a call at 391-1136 or stop by our downtown office at 216 North Main Street, where you'll find old-school personal assistance with attention to detail. The Bank of Charlotte County, giving you more for your banking needs. Member FDIC and Equal Housing Lender.
Your WFLO forecast for Southside and Central Virginia for today. It is Friday, January the 3rd. We'll see mostly cloudy skies with maybe a chance of showers at 20%. Look for a high of 46 degrees. Tonight, mostly clear with a low of 21. On Saturday, sunny with a high of 35 degrees. Saturday night, mostly clear with a low of 19. On Sunday, mostly sunny, then a chance of some snow showers developing at 30%. Look for a high on Sunday of only 39 degrees. Sunday night, a wintry mix of freezing rain, sleet, snow, all that icky stuff. 90% chance for some of that. Low of 29. On Monday, rain likely, then rain and snow likely, with a high of 37 degrees. Monday night, a chance of snow, then turning partly cloudy with a low of 18. Look for a high on Tuesday under sunny skies of only 37 degrees. Your humidity is at 71%. We had a morning low of 27. Our barometric pressure is falling off a tad at 30.13 inches. Our winds are still around 6 miles per hour from the southwest. We have a current temperature under cloudy skies of 33 degrees. That's your weather forecast brought to you by the Bank of Charlotte County with branch locations in Phoenix, Charlotte Courthouse, Brookneal, and their loan office in downtown Farmville. All right, it's time for our birthdays and anniversaries. No, we didn't have any birthdays yesterday.
You didn't?
No, there were no birthdays yesterday.
Oh, that's because we didn't have this calendar we got now.
Oh, you got the calendar now.
It came yesterday.
Oh, okay. Oh, that's good. So maybe you had some birthdays yesterday.
We had some, but just we didn't have the calendar.
Yeah, so maybe we can do those belated.
Okay.
Something like that. Anyway, we'll talk about it during this commercial for Terry Atkins Wilson, PC.
The law office of Terry Atkins Wilson, PC, is located at 117 North Main Street in downtown Farmville. With deep roots in Farmville and our surrounding communities, Terry and her legal staff specialize in real estate law, wills and trusts, and business formations. Experience and professionalism are extended to every customer in every case. The needs and concerns of every customer are their primary focus. If you have legal needs, contact the law office of Terry Atkins Wilson, PC, for a consultation at 434-392-1422.
All right, after much discussion, we're going to read the belated birthdays for yesterday and maybe for the first. I don't know what should
I don't see anything for New Year's Day.
Okay, all right.
So
all right. So we'll do that, and then we'll do the one today,
right.
Saturday. Sunday.
So we're starting off with the ones from yesterday, the second Thursday. All right. Happy belated birthday going out to James Daniel, Patty F. McCann, and Jessica Lito, and Brittany Carroll. Those are the ones that were on the second. Now for today, the third, happy birthday going on to Ashley Finch and Charlie Reed. And then Saturday, we've got, on the 4th, Eric Howard Cook and Taylor Craig and Sean, is it Knipe?
Mm-hmm.
And that Sean Knipe Jr. on the 4th. That's the same name, not Sean Knipe and then Sean Knipe Jr. It's Sean Knipe Jr. Yes.
All right.
And then on the 5th, so that's Sunday, it is Robbie Horn, Katie Galding, and Brittany Holyfield. Holyfield. Holli, and then Field, Field.
Okay.
Holyfield.
Okay.
I guess. That's the way it looks, anyway. I do want to mention, we do rely heavily on this calendar, and it's the Crew VFD Ladies Auxiliary Community Calendar. So we want to give them a shout-out.
Yes, absolutely.
Nice picture of the old fire truck here, fire engine here on the back.
That's great.
And so we do rely heavily on that because if we don't get them on our emails and if we don't get any to call in, we're kind of stuck. So we do rely heavily on this calendar here. And
well, we thank them for that.
Mm-hmm. And you can call us, let us know, 434-394-0924 of anyone we missed or whatever the case may be. Otherwise, send those names, birthdays, anniversaries to birthdays@wflo.net.
All right. For the right legal advice, visit Terry Atkins Wilson, PC. She's right there on Main Street in downtown Farmville. All right. Our time is 8:37. We do have some celebrity birthdays we'll tell you about, but our lines are open at 434-394-0924. That's the purpose of the Call Flow Show. You to just call in and say hi, or if there's anything on your mind, and we'd like to hear about it.
Whether or not you survived the holidays.
Right, yeah. I tell you, I'm a little tired.
Yeah.
I look a little tired, and I feel a little tired, but I imagine I'm not
ditto.
alone.
Ditto.
All right, let's see here. Who has a celebrity birthday today? If I can get rid of this ad. Actor and director Mel Gibson turns 69
Big Mel.
today.
Man, it's hard to believe he's almost 70.
Yeah, Mel Gibson. Oh, he's a heartthrob of mine, even today.
Still like him with the beard and everything.
I do.
Okay.
I do. His last film he directed was Hacksaw Ridge in 2016, so it's been a while.
Yeah, I didn't realize that was the last film he's directed. That has been a while.
Actor Danica McKellar turns 50 today. She doesn't look like she's 50. She looks like she's about 25, I guess. She once appeared as a judge on the show King of the Nerds. Excuse me. I'll take my glasses off. King of the Nerds.
King of the Nerds.
Yeah.
Okay.
She looks good in that. All right. Let's see here. Actress Florence Pugh
Okay.
turns 29. And she attends the premiere of We Live in Time at the Princess of Wales Theatre in Toronto at the International Film Festival. She was nominated for Best Supporting Actress Oscar for her role in Little Women. So that's where she is. Our activist Greta Thunberg turns 22.
That's that girl that flies around telling everybody everything, I think.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Anyway, she once appeared in a Pearl Jam music video. Whoop-de-doo. I wish this thing that's invading my screen would go away. All right. More celebrity birthdays for today. If you want to hear those, or you can give us a call. Singer-songwriter Van Dyke Parks
Okay.
is 82. Singer Stephen Stills is 80 today. Can you believe that?
Yeah. No.
He's 80. Bassist John Paul Jones of Led Zeppelin is 79.
There you go.
Actor Victoria Principal
Oh, yeah.
is 75 today.
She was on Dallas. Yeah.
Actor Shannon Sturgis of Savannah and Port Charles is 57.
Victoria Principal was with Patrick Duffy on that show.
Yeah, that's right. Anyway, we're going to pause
All right.
for the cause because we have a caller. Good morning. You're on the Call Flow Show.
Good morning. Happy New Year to you.
Thank
Happy
you.
New Year.
Happy New Year to you as well.
Good, good. I wanted to add a birthday, a very
Sure.
special lady.
Sure, Terry.
Her name is Marie Miller,
Marie Miller.
and Marie Miller. She lives over near Shepherd, and she's having a birthday today.
Well, good. All
Yeah.
right. Marie Miller of Shepherds, near Shepherds. That's
Yeah.
that's around my neck of the woods.
That's right. That's right. Yep. Yep. Not very far.
All right.
And anyway, she was a neighbor when I first moved to the country, and she was mighty good to me.
Oh, well, that's sweet. And it's nice of you to remember her birthday for today. We appreciate it.
Yep.
All right.
Y'all have a great day.
You too. Take care.
Thank
Bye-bye.
you. Bye-bye.
Bye-bye. All right, that was Terry Atkins Wilson wishing Marie Miller around the Shepherds area a happy birthday today.
All right.
That's great. Now, let's get back to some celebrity birthdays. Let's see. Jazz saxophonist James Carter is 56. Contemporary Christian singer Nicole Nordman is 53. Musician Thomas Bangalter of Daft Punk is 50. Jason Marsden of Ally McBeal is 50 today. Actor Nicholas Gonzalez of The O.C. is 49. Singer and performer American Idol contestant Kimberly Locke turns 47 today. Actor Kate Levering of Drop Dead Diva is 46. Actor Nicole Bahari of Sleepy Hollow is 40 today. Boy, that's a creepy movie.
Sleepy
With Johnny
Hollow?
Depp.
Oh, yeah.
Mhm.
Yeah, I remember
Yeah.
that. It had Christopher Walken in it for a bit. He was the Headless Horseman.
Right. Ooh. Drummer Mark Pontius of Foster the People is 40. Singer Lloyd, 39. And guitarist Nash Overstreet of Hot Chili Ray is 39 today. That's our celebrity birthdays
Alrighty.
for today. So, have you made any New Year's resolutions, John?
No, I don't bother.
I don't bother either because, usually it's something that, well, the best thing to do is to start small, just with small goals.
Right.
Yeah,
But no, I don't.
and working up.
Normally. I may have tried that back when I was younger, but I gave up a long time ago. No, just, if you're going to do something like that, it doesn't really matter that it's this time of year. You can do it anytime.
That's right. Well,
But, nothing wrong with trying to do that. I don't think there's anything wrong in it. But what I've read something about the percentage isn't very strong on people actually keeping them.
yeah. I think it makes you feel worse if you don't keep them.
Well, true.
Than if you
Yeah.
just, or if you're basically trying to do it, and then if you fail, and you feel more like a failure than you do that you succeeded. Which is why you probably should start small. Anyway, let's see. We've got open lines at 434-394-0924. And let's see if we can pick up some interesting trivia questions, since we're not having many calls for this Friday. Let's see here. Just interesting facts. We just want to.
Well, while you're looking
tell
that up,
folks
I'll
about
mention
that.
Longwood University men's basketball
Tomorrow?
versus Charleston Southern, and that is again Saturday the 4th, and it's night game, 7 to 9.
The Buccaneers.
The Buccaneers.
Charleston Southern Buccaneers. I saw the bus.
Okay, you saw the
over
bus.
by the Hotel
Okay,
Hotel Wyandotte. Yeah, I
Yeah.
saw the bus there, and I was wondering if it was probably a basketball team.
Yep.
Yeah.
There you go. So
All right.
that'll be tomorrow. Tomorrow night, 7 till 9 p.m. here in
Okay.
Farmville.
All right. Well, let's see. Okay. Here's an interesting fact for you.
Okay.
The oldest living land animal on Earth is a 192-year-old tortoise named Jonathan.
They tend to live a long time,
I guess they do. I guess it's because maybe they move slow.
like sea turtles and stuff like
Yeah.
that.
Yeah. This tortoise is 190.
We
Excuse
take
me.
it kind
Yeah,
of slow
192.
is why we live so long. We don't go very fast.
The hardest bone in the human body is the femur. You know what the femur is? It's in the leg. It's the top bone there. A group of owls is called a parliament.
Who?
A group of owls.
Oh, I was saying who. Like,
Oh. That went in one ear and right out the other. Woo. The deepest part of the ocean is approximately 35,876 feet down. That's a long way.
Yep.
Let's see. A silverback gorilla can lift over 1,763 pounds.
They're pretty strong.
Winds on the planet Neptune can blow faster than 1,200 miles an hour. There you go. Okay. All right. Let's see. Salvador Dali designed the logo for the Chupa Chups lollipop brand.
Well, that's good to know.
Yeah, I've never heard of a Chupa Chup
Neither have I.
lollipop. Try to say that 5 times fast. Yeah. Oh, the Caesar salad was invented in 1924.
By Julius Caesar, no less.
Maybe.
No, I'm just kidding. I want it exactly the way I want it.
The sun is about 400 times larger than the moon. You can imagine that. But Anyway, the average person blinks 14 to 17 times per minute. Do you blink that long? Do you
I don't
blink that
bother
many
to count.
times? I don't either. Maybe I should.
There are people that I have noticed, whether it's actually in person and or watching things, whether it's YouTube or whatever. Some people blink a lot, more so than others.
Yeah. Now I'm going to start counting my blinks. I'm going to get all kinds of. That's what I'm going to do today. I'm going to count my blinks.
It's like this couple I've watched that'll watch movies that they've never seen before, and they'll sit there and comment on the film as they're watching it. And the wife blinks constantly, and I just find it interesting because you have a comparison. You got him to look at, you got her to look at as they're talking, and she's constantly doing this, blinking.
Makes my eyes water.
Me too. Starting to tear up just thinking about it.
I know. 90% of the world's population lives in the northern hemisphere.
Okay.
And did you know that honey does not spoil?
I was not aware of that.
Well, there's a difference between spoiling and turning back into sugar.
Uh-huh.
Yeah. But even if it turns back into sugar and you put it in the microwave, is it going to melt back into honey? That's
I don't know.
That's the question.
Yeah, it is a question. I'm not sure.
All right. Did you know that Central Park in New York City is larger than the entire country of Monaco? Monaco's little, teeny tiny. Let's see. Did you know that Cuvier's beaked whales, I didn't even know what they are, can hold their breath underwater for about 2 hours?
I did not know that. But that makes sense.
Something. It does?
Yeah, for mammals to be able to survive underwater, they should be able to have to breathe a
long
long time.
That's true. Let's see. Over 60% of the world's lakes, this is the world's lakes now, 60%, they're located in Canada.
Aha.
Could it be that, Canada being closer to the North Pole and the glaciers and everything, once they receded some, the gouged out parts became filled with water. Hence lakes. That's my thinking on it anyway.
Okay. Hence. All right.
Did you know that the International Space Station orbits Earth approximately every 90 minutes?
No.
I did not know that.
I did
Have
not
you
know
seen the space station orbiting the Earth?
I have not.
I don't think I have either, but I really don't know. I've got to get myself on track with it and just to see it. There's so much stuff up there.
A lot of junk up there, too.
Yeah, there's a lot of
Dan
junk.
brought in something at one point in time when he was doing this with me, and he had a picture that was showing how much was actually surrounding Earth as far as stuff we've sent out there.
Listen, they're going to need
types.
traffic lights up there, everyone.
And it wasn't so bad at one point, and then he showed me the one that was more current. And you're right, yeah, it looks like a junkyard floating in space.
Wow.
Guess Mr. Spacely will have to get on Jetson about cleaning up.
That's right. Wasn't there a vacuum cleaner or something?
Yeah, it was the maid.
Yeah, what was her name? Help us out, folks. What was that maid's name? I can't remember. It wasn't Hilda.
All I remember is meet George Jetson, Jane, his wife,
Yeah. Astro the
his
dog.
boy Elroy,
Astro the
daughter
dog.
Jenny, or something like that,
Yeah, Astro the dog.
and Astro the dog.
And
I don't know if her name was Rosemary. I don't remember what her
I
name
don't know. I
was.
don't know what her name was either. Somewhere between 50 and 80% of Earth's living organisms are in the ocean. So, Australia is wider than the moon. Venus is the only planet to spin clockwise.
Oh, Venus.
Let's see. All right.
I think Rosie might have been the name.
Rosie, that's it.
That's why I said Rosemary, because I had that on
Yeah,
the brain.
Rosie. Yeah. Let's see here. A lot of this stuff I've already told you about. It would take 19 minutes to fall to the center of the Earth.
19 minutes?
19 minutes.
Not very long.
That's not very long, is it?
No.
Yeah. It depends upon how you fall.
I'm all right so
Straight
far.
down. Okay. The Venus flytrap.
Who was on WKRP, but I know you're talking about the plant.
Yeah. Is considered a carnivorous plant and eats insects for nutrients.
Mm-hmm. He was the night jock on WKRP as well.
Yeah. Did you know that Neil Armstrong's hair was sold in 2004 for $3,000?
I did not know that.
Yeah. Let's see. Oh, people once ate arsenic to improve their skin. Didn't tell them about the rest of their body.
Yeah. She died, but her skin is beautiful.
Yes. Yeah, she's dead, but her skin is gorgeous.
Looks like porcelain.
Oh, my. Please give us a call, folks. 434
Please.
394-0924. That's the number to call. It is your Friday, January the 3rd, and it's going to be, well, it's kind of like it was yesterday, but a little more cloudiness instead of some sun. It was cold yesterday. The wind was what was so chilly.
Well, that'll do it.
It was just a biting wind, so it made it feel, there was a wind chill in the air. So if it was 40 degrees, it sort of made it feel like it was 31 or 32. Okay. Let's see. This is interesting. No number before 1,000 contains the letter A.
Okay.
Go figure.
8,000.
Woo. Okay. Let's see. Did you know that there were active volcanoes on the moon when dinosaurs were alive? Of course, there was nobody there to really prove that.
Right.
Anyway, let's see. The Pope cannot be an organ donor. I wonder why.
That's a good
Maybe it's
question.
because they don't believe in that. I don't know. The world's longest concert?
Was Bruce Springsteen.
No.
Oh.
It lasted 453 hours.
Good grief.
453 hours. That's incredible.
Yeah.
Unbelievable.
Yeah.
You could take a long break, and come back and...
The drum solos must have been really long at that
Yeah,
concert.
that's right. Okay. Let's see. All mammals get goosebumps. Let's see what else we've got here. The longest time someone has spent holding their breath underwater
Yeah.
is 24 minutes and 37 seconds.
That's
That's pretty good.
pretty good.
Yeah. Avocados are actually fruits, not vegetables. I think I knew that.
Okay.
Where are we here as far as time is concerned? Oh, okay. 8:56. Still time for somebody to call in
Yeah,
and say,
sure.
hi, Chris and John, have a happy weekend.
Or whatever. Yeah.
Or whatever. And we can talk about snow.
The fact that we may get some.
And don't some schools start back up on Monday?
Probably so. So we probably have some closings or
Closings.
cancellations
Yeah,
or whatever.
Yeah, I know.
Delays, depending on how bad it is. If we're getting I don't know, are they still holding out for 6 inches and all that good stuff?
I don't know. Really?
Well, I've heard some various
I've heard 3 to
things.
5.
Well, that's still close.
Yeah. I wish we had Fred to call in.
He'll
Sort
call
of
after it snows.
Predict. Yeah, he'll call after it snows. Yeah. Anyway, we hope that he will. Hope he's doing okay.
Yeah.
Let's see what else is going on.
Yeah, you just reminded me. I might be in
Spending the
town.
night?
Yeah, I might be spending the night.
Yeah, could be. We'll
Done
see.
it before.
Did you know that all clownfish, you know what a clownfish is, basically.
I think so.
They're born male and can become females later in life. So you got transgender here. You got a transgender fish.
Natural, yeah.
Yeah.
Interesting.
Let's see. Your brain alone burns about 400 to 500 calories per day. I know Francis's brain probably burned about 1,200 to 2,000 calories a day. He was always thinking. Let's see. The first animals to travel to outer space were...
I guess the popular answer would be chimpanzees, but I'm sure that's not it.
No, fruit flies.
Fruit flies.
Yeah. Have you ever met a fruit fly? I never met a fruit fly I did like. A fruit... Wait a minute. Here we go with a fruit fly.
Yeah. Fruit.
Never met a fruit fly I did like. Anyway.
Do fruit flies exist in space without some sort of fruit?
I don't know.
I mean, like if you leave,
Like
bananas
banana
out for a
peel,
while
right,
and stuff,
yeah,
they'll
yeah.
start coming out of the woodwork.
They do. I mean, it's just like they're dormant until they...
Someone left us something great.
Yeah, right. Oh, my goodness. Let's see here. Oh, the plastic or metal tip on your shoelace
Yes.
is called an aglet. A-G-L-E-T.
And whoever invented that is a rich person.
Yep. Have you ever tried to tie or to put a shoelace in that doesn't have an aglet on it?
Oh, yeah. When I was a kid, they would break off
Oh,
from the
yeah.
rough playing.
Yeah. You get one string in and the rest would ball up on the other side. Anyway. All right. Well, we've talked ourselves up to the top of the hour,
Well,
just
there
about.
you go.
Anyway, we certainly hope that everybody has a fantastic weekend. I don't know whether to issue a supermarket alert or not, because I'm not really sure exactly.
I don't think it matters whether you do or not. Most people will probably hit
We'll
it pretty hard.
probably hit it pretty hard. What do you think?
Rock and Soul one more time today, 3 to 5. Friday party, 5 to 6. And Beach is still on Saturday, but it's now 5 to 7.
5 to 7.
So there you go.
Okay. Changes in programming that we
Yes.
hope will, be okay with
People will
everybody.
yeah.
All right.
Enjoy.